The Prestige is a movie that I find has become slightly overlooked in my own appreciation for Nolan's movies. When one has only made a few movies and they could all arguably be called good, there will always be one that slips between the cracks. That said, a lot of people liked The Prestige when it came out, myself included. It was a dark story that looked at the lives of two 19th century magicians. Angier and Borden are two young men who are fascinated by this lifestyle and this world of illusions. These people work tirelessly to entertain and fool their audiences. However, the two men are split apart when a possible mistake leads to the accidental drowning of Angier's wife. Angier never forgives Borden for possibly tying the wrong knot, and the two men become vicious rivals. Borden is assisted by his associate Fallon, while Angier recruits an elderly engineer named Cutter. The movie follows both Borden and Angier as they strive to outdo each other. Neither man is above sabotaging the other's tricks, and this further deepens their rivalry. What sets them apart, however, are their attitudes. While Borden is technically the better magician with a deeper appreciation for the craft itself, Angier is obsessed with the glory. Angier sees glory as his sole prize. He wants to bask in his success, but he constantly misses that opportunity for different reasons. This only makes him more desperate and ambitious, and this eventually leads him to coming across the legendary historical figure Nikola Tesla. Like any true Nolan film, The Prestige is fascinated by the psychological issues as well as the non-linear plot. The explanations for how magic tricks work play into the kind of human behavior that Nolan has always been fascinated by. In the middle of the story, Borden gets married, and he has a child. Of course, one issue is the balancing of domestic and professional lives, but that balance is very hard to find. All the while, Angier feels that nothing compares to that glorious moment of triumph in front of an audience. It's this motivation that pushes him more than anything else, even the death of his loved one. All the actors do a great job in this movie. Christian Bale and Michael Caine return from Batman Begins, but we also have Hugh Jackman, Scarlett Johansson, Rebecca Hall, and the most interesting choice of all, David Bowie. The plot is almost a magician itself, keeping the audience in suspense until the final twists are revealed, and we ponder what we've experienced. Now, I've said before, this movie isn't my favorite Nolan film. There's a possible plot hole that some people have noticed and pointed out, nor is it the most memorable Nolan film. And really, when you're comparing it to such works as Memento, Insomnia, or the Batman trilogy, I can understand why The Prestige might fall by the wayside in my books. However, that in itself shouldn't take away from an elaborate, thrilling tale which succeeds in using deception to play tricks with its audience, and it will most often receive an appreciative applause by the end.